Hello, this is the third video in this channel, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be talking about my. I'm not gonna. Yo, welcome to video 3. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Common App essay that I wrote. I'll be sharing it with you guys, and hopefully maybe you can use it to get some inspiration for your essay. And before I get into that, I'm just going to share like a few tips that I gathered from a bunch of example essays that I read, and also what I incorporated into my essay. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, college admission boards love our adversity. Oh my god, they go batty over that stuff. This person dealt with all these challenges and still made it through high school with all these extracurriculars, and they did so in these unprecedented times. Oh my god, they love that stuff. So, if you want to think, if you're having trouble thinking of a thing to structure or write your essay about, try thinking about a time in your life where you dealt with some adversity and how you overcame it. Now, if you haven't had any major challenges in your life, I'm not telling you to actively go seek for problems and make your life worse in some way, unless maybe you're trying to get into Harvard. But what I mean is, we all have had some challenges in our life, whether they're not big in your opinion, there's still something issues that you've come over, there's still issues that you've overcome. So try to think of something where when you overcame that issue, it wasn't just overcoming that one issue, but that was like a pivotal moment in your life. And when you come up with something, that's not really the hard part. Coming up with something is something that we should all be able to do quickly because, I mean, let's be honest, we've all dealt with our fair share of challenges in life so far. But what's really important here is how you share your story. You got to make it interesting. You can't be mind-numbingly boring about it. You got to share your story, use some symbols and motifs. Don't explicitly say what you want to say, but like implicitly say it. Like kind of leave the impression, leave people to figure out some of the part on their own, because that leaves people with like that wow feeling when they're done. Okay, if you spell everything out for them, like it just your essay just loses its touch. All right, I'm gonna stop blabbering and I'm just gonna share my essay. So here goes. I nearly lost my right eye. I was an uncoordinated toddler, busting out dance moves when I fell face first. This memory is etched into a faint scar above my right eye. In the emergency room, a nurse joked with my anxious mother, mentioning how little boys will be little boys. My mom, though, fretting over her precious child, returned a stern look, expressing her clear lack of amusement. Little did we know that these harsh fluorescent hallways would become a defining motif in my life. 2 years after this mishap, I was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a progressive muscle wasting disorder affecting 1 in 3,500 boys. I was a chosen one. Dancing became increasingly difficult, yet my dad's camcorder continued to fill with grainy evidence of me getting down to electronic music. When I lost the ability to walk, and then later to stand, I focused on coordinating my upper body and arms to dance in my new power wheelchair. However, a seed of self-consciousness eventually sprouted, and my dancing grew more private. Throughout middle school, I avoided the dances held under clouds of sweat on the creaky maple planks of the school gym. As 8th grade neared conclusion, however, I mustered up the courage to attend the school dance. At the dance, I drove onto the dance floor, fixated on the other kids jumping to the music. I cleared a path to the center and showcased the moves I only practiced in the shower. I was the life of the party, with a crowd huddled around me, chanting my name as I danced to Staying Alive. My crush approached in slow motion, surrounded by the perfect vignette. Our eyes clumsily locked, and we started dancing together. Then this vinyl fantasy screeched to an abrupt halt, jolting me back to the reality. Truthfully, I spent the entire night munching on stale food and cowering behind the chaperones. All this while maintaining a completely faux smile. Eventually, The tears I'd been holding back began to flow, and I confided in my parents that night that maybe parties just weren't my scene. The following winter, during freshman year, posters for the upcoming formal lined the marble hallways. Gone were the days of sweaty kids dancing to the cha-cha slide. This was the big league. On impulse, I bought a ticket. I entered the dance venue with sweaty palms. But suddenly I found myself immersed in a mass of kids synced up to the music. The scent of Axe body spray and perfume hung in the air. Suddenly, I began tilting my head back and forth. The rhythm took hold, pulling me like a magnet to the dance floor. This escalated in me maneuvering my wheelchair joystick so that my wheelchair swayed back and forth to the beat. A bunch of people stared, and to some of the kids' chagrin, I ran over their toes. But once I started, I couldn't stop. The rush of confidence that washed over me in that instant has remained throughout my life. The decision to dance was a pivotal moment during the earliest years of my adolescence. It allowed me to respect my individual journey for what it is, and to not limit myself because of the challenges that I face. This confidence has inspired me to teach my peers about artificial intelligence in a club that I created, to play in my school's state champion chess team, and to burst into classrooms performing Shakespeare as part of my school's drama group. It has enabled me to collaborate with the CEO of a blockchain-based startup during a summer internship, and to engage in discourse with eminent scientists at medical conferences. It has enabled me to perform bench research for a gene therapy lab at the University of Pennsylvania. Most gratifyingly, it has allowed me to pay it forward by instilling invaluable life skills in younger students through peer counseling, and by sharing my experiences and outlook at speeches in front of hundreds of adults at black tie fundraisers. In these capacities, maybe I can spark someone else's samba. Life moves pretty fast. There are many challenges and daunting obstacles ahead. I will keep dancing through them. Alright, so reading that for the first time in a while, it's pretty cringe, but yeah, I hope this was helpful and you guys can draw some inspiration from this. And I really don't recommend copying this essay verbatim for your Common App because, I mean, that would require you to fake being in a wheelchair for 4 years, which isn't the most convenient thing, unless maybe you're applying to Harvard. Okay, all joking aside though, I hope this video was helpful. We all deal with different challenges, and sharing how you've grown and overcome from them in a unique and interesting way is really a great starting point for any Common App essay. So good luck with your applications. I hope this video was somewhat helpful, and please stick around on this channel for more cool content. See ya later. Bye.